He was feeling lonely or lonesome or alone. He wanted to go out. Alternately, he could cook at home. He decided to call his friends and go out all together. All together. No. All to. Which? Hello, my name is Maddie from POC English, and in this lesson, we are going to talk about 5 sets of confusing English words. Now, before we start, if you want to have the PDF summary of this lesson, you simply have to give me your email address. How? By clicking on the link above my head, going to my website, entering your email address, and hitting subscribe. That's it. Now, let's begin with the first set of confusing words. Alone, lonely, lonesome, loner, and lone. What are the differences among these words? First, let's look at this sentence. I feel and I need to talk to someone. How can I fill the gap using these words? I feel lonely or lonesome. Both of them are correct. But why? Let's see the differences. Alone means without other people around you. It means being physically alone. I'm inside this room and nobody's here around me. I'm alone. For example, I want to be alone right now. I want to be alone right now. Go out of my room. Out. I want to be alone. We can emphasize on the word alone using all and say all alone. For example, after his wife died, he was all alone. After his wife died, he was all alone. It means he was really alone. Lonely and the informal version lonesome, both of them have the same meaning, and both of them mean to feel alone and sad because of being alone. So this is talking about a feeling. You may not be physically alone, there may be other people here, but you may feel lonely or lonesome. Because these people, they don't know me, I don't know them, we cannot communicate, we can't talk to each other. So I'm not alone, there are some people here, but I feel lonely or I feel lonesome. I feel lonely since my friends moved away. I feel lonely since my friends moved away. Well, am I alone? No, my family is still around me. But am I feeling sad because my friends are not around anymore? Yes. So lonely is a feeling. I can say the same sentence with lonesome instead of lonely. I feel lonesome since my friends moved away. Now, what does lone mean? Lone means the only one in a place or in a situation. He was the lone survivor of the crash. He was the lone survivor of the crash. It means he was the only person who survived the crash. Instead of lone, I can use the word solitary as a synonym. He was the solitary survivor of the crash. Now, somebody who likes to do things on their own and who prefers to be alone all the time, they are called loner. Loner. I was always a loner in high school. I was always a loner in high school. It means I preferred to stay alone. I didn't want to make new friends. I was a loner and I was happy. Instead of loner, you can also say lone wolf. For example, back in high school, I was a lone wolf. I didn't have many friends. So now you know the differences among lonely, alone, lonesome, loner, and lone. Let's move on to the second set of confusing English words. Look at these words. Also, to, and as well. They all have similar meanings, but look at this sentence. I can sing. I can beep, play the guitar. How can I complete this sentence using these words? I should use the word also. Can I use the other alternatives as well and to complete this sentence? No. But why not? Don't they have the same meaning? Yes, but the uses are different. Also is used with the verb, and it often goes in the mid position. What does it mean? With the verb in mid position? Huh? Look at this sentence. He not only plays well, but he also sings beautifully. Look at the second part of the sentence. He also sings beautifully. Well, sing is the verb. Also is before the verb. That's what I mean when I say it goes with the verb. Now, it goes in the mid position. What do I mean? Where is the subject of the sentence? He. He also sings beautifully. So you see, also is in the mid position between the subject and the verb. He also sings. However, we can use as well and to at the end of the sentence, not in the middle position. I can sing, I can play the guitar too. Or I can sing, I can play the guitar as well. They go to the end of the sentence. Another difference is that we can use also in the beginning of a sentence, but not to and as well. For example, Milan is beautiful. Also, it has amazing food. You see, the second part of the sentence has started with the word also, but I cannot use to or as well instead of also here. If I want to use to or as well, I should put them at the end of the sentence and say, Milan is a beautiful city. It has amazing food too, or it has amazing food as well. Was that clear? Now, let's move on to the third set of confusing English words. What's the difference between alternately and alternatively? Very similar, right? But look at this sentence. The film is depressing and amusing. How can I complete this sentence? The film is alternately depressing and amusing. But why? Why cannot we say alternatively? Well, alternately means first one, then another. I'm alternately happy and depressed. You see, there are two different adjectives, happy, depressed, and these two are opposites, right? But I have both feelings at the same time. Has this ever happened to you? That you feel happy, but on the other hand, you kind of feel sad. In this case, you can say alternately. Alternately happy and depressed. It means first I'm happy, but then I'm depressed. Alternatively, on the other hand, is used to talk about another suggestion or another possibility. We can go to a Chinese restaurant. Alternatively, we can stay at home and cook. You see, there are two different suggestions. One, to go to a Chinese restaurant. The second suggestion is to stay at home and cook something. And to talk about the second possibility or the second suggestion, we can use the word alternatively. So we can go to a Chinese restaurant. Alternatively, we can stay at home and cook. Was that clear? Now let's move on to the fourth set of confusing English words. But before that, if you want to dramatically improve your general English knowledge by learning English grammar, improving your English vocabulary, doing lots of online exercises and many online quizzes, and joining a weekly online speaking session on Zoom, you can join my online English courses. How? By clicking on the link above my head, going to my website, checking out the courses, and great news! Now you can see one sample lesson of all the 3 courses for free before registering. So go to my website, the link is also in the description of the video, and check out the free sample lessons of all the 3 courses before registering. And now, moving on to the fourth set of confusing English words. What's the difference between altogether and altogether? Aren't they the same thing? No, look at this sentence. That'll be $52, please. How can I complete this sentence? That'll be $52 altogether, please. But why? Altogether means completely. or by considering everything. For example, robots will cut humans out of the picture altogether. Robots will cut humans out of the picture altogether, which means completely. They will completely replace humans. Or look at this example. I'm not altogether sure about what I want. I'm not altogether sure about what I want. It means I'm not entirely sure. I'm not completely certain. We also use altogether when we want to talk about prices. For example, that's $5.50 altogether. It means all of the things you have selected, all of the things that you have picked from my store, that's $5.50 altogether. However, altogether means everyone or everything. For example, they started singing all together. It means all of them together. It means everyone started singing. Or we went to the restaurant all together. It means all of us together, every one of us went to the restaurant. We went to the restaurant all together. I hope you're enjoying this lesson so far, because now we're going to get to the last set of confusing English words. What's the difference between arise and rise? Look at this sentence. Did any problems after the argument? How can I complete this sentence? Did any problems arise after the argument? But why? What's the difference between arise and rise? Arise means to happen or to occur. For example, if any problems arise, let me know and I will help. If any problems arise, it means if any problems occur, if any problems happen. However, rise means to go up or to move up. The past of rise is rose. Now pay attention. The past of arise is arose. The past of rise is rose. Now look at this example. The balloon rose up into the air. The balloon rose up into the air. It means it went up. Or the sun rises at 4 a.m. tomorrow. The sun rises at 4 a.m. It means it goes up. So arise means to occur, to happen. But rise means to go up. And that's it. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson. Don't forget to practice. And if there are any other confusing words that you know of and want me to explain, let me know in the comments. Bye.